trapped, brutalized, and trapped within a blazing patrol car. 3 police officers faced certain death. No reinforcements, no escape route. Yet through the smoke and inferno, a devoted K-9 partner refused to abandon hope. His actions that followed left everyone stunned and transformed what seemed like certain tragedy into an extraordinary tale of heroic rescue. Gentle snowfall drifted between the massive evergreens as Officers Daniels, Rivera, and Holt shared laughs gathered around their patrol vehicle's front end. This was meant to be a standard winter patrol through Pine Valley's remote areas. Just the 3 of them, the Wilderness, and Rex, their keen-eyed, intensely devoted German Shepherd partner. Rex positioned himself close by, ears alert, tail moving restlessly, maintaining vigilance even during these peaceful interludes. Daniels threw him a snack, which the dog snatched from the air, prompting cheers from the officers. "Greatest partner I've ever worked with," Rivera said with a grin, stroking the canine's head. None of them realized how prophetic those words would prove to be. This crew had been partners for years. Their lives depended on mutual trust, and Rex was no exception to that bond. He transcended being merely a dog, he was part of their family. Every patrol felt more secure with his presence alongside them. The sky darkened rapidly as the sun started its gradual disappearance behind heavy cloud cover. "Let's complete this circuit and return to base," Holt announced, settling into the driver's position. They had no clue that just ahead, someone lurked in waiting, observing, scheming, and what began as a tranquil patrol was about to become a battle for survival. The winding forest path carved through snow-heavy branches like a corridor of stillness. Officer Holt reduced speed, wiper scraping against the windshield glass. Vision was limited, yet everything appeared normal until Rex's ears suddenly perked up and he released a deep, cautionary snarl. Daniels straightened in his front passenger position. "What's wrong, boy?" Rex delivered one sharp, urgent bark. Then the initial blast occurred. The front wheel exploded with a thunderous crack, hurling the vehicle sideways with tremendous force. Holt fought the steering wheel desperately, but control was lost. The truck slid across the ice, crashed into a tree trunk, and shuddered to a stop. Before they could regain their bearings, camouflaged figures appeared from the forest with tactical coordination. Smoke grenades filled the atmosphere, transforming the snow into a choking mist. The officers reached for their weapons, but pandemonium erupted. Coughing, yelling, the gleam of metal through the haze. Rivera succeeded in radioing for assistance, but a strike to his skull rendered him unconscious. Each officer was systematically overwhelmed, stripped of weapons, and secured with heavy rope. They were hurled into their own patrol truck's rear like captives, completely powerless. Rex battled back, fangs exposed, attacking the assailants with fierce determination. However, one masked individual struck him severely across the skull with a rifle stock. The dog cried out, wobbled, and dropped into the snow. While the attackers prepared the vehicle with an explosive device, one of them mocked, "Let's discover how faithful that animal really is." They ignited the fuse and disappeared into the woodland. Snowflakes settled gently on Rex's coat as he remained still momentarily, stunned but undefeated. A quiet growl emerged from his throat. The smell of smoke reached his nostrils, acrid and immediate. The truck, his team, faced mortal danger. Rex's eyes flew open. He fought to stand, initially unsteady, blood marking the snow beside his ear. Yet pain was irrelevant. His protective instincts conquered everything. His family was imprisoned. The truck behind him now showed flames dancing around the cabin's edges. Smoke rose into the air while muffled choking and desperate voices echoed from within. Rex barked frantically, charging toward the vehicle. He leaped onto the back bumper, investigating, circling, attempting to gnaw through the rope, scratching at the restraints. But the temperature was overwhelming. He jumped back down. Then he reached a conclusion. Spinning away from the expanding fire, Rex sprinted into the trees, snow scattering beneath his feet. Each breath came hard, his ribcage expanding rapidly. Yet he never paused. He raced, threading through the forest like a guided missile with a single objective in mind: locate assistance. Return with help. Rex couldn't comprehend concepts like hopeless or too late. His only understanding was this: his partners required him, and he would not permit their deaths today. Within the truck, the temperature was growing intolerable. Fire crept along the cab, advancing toward the bed containing the 3 bound officers. Smoke spiraled through shattered windows, burning their eyes and suffocating their airways. Holt coughed harshly, straining against the ropes with all his remaining energy. "We must escape immediately," Daniels croaked, his voice hoarse. The thick rope dug into their wrists as they fought, but the bindings held firm. Rivera struck the tailgate repeatedly, once, twice, achieving nothing. Outside, snow sizzled as it vaporized under the expanding flames. The forest remained hauntingly quiet, as though the wilderness itself waited in suspense. The orange radiance illuminated the night like a silent alarm. Time was disappearing. Miles distant, Rex crashed through the forest, weaving around fallen timber and vaulting over obstacles. His breathing created visible clouds in the frigid air. His paw pads bled from the ice, yet he maintained his pace. Every sound from behind, the fire's crackling, the panic screams, drove him faster. He couldn't determine the distance required. He couldn't know if help existed out there. But he ran as though his team's existence depended on it, because it did. And he wouldn't halt until someone paid attention. Rex exploded from the tree line onto a snow-covered road, nearly striking a stationary utility vehicle. The surprise driver, a forest ranger named Callum, exited quickly, instinctively reaching for his weapon. But seeing the frantic German shepherd coated in blood and ash, barking and pacing frantically, he hesitated. "Where on earth did you come from, boy?" Rex started several steps down the road, then returned, barking desperately. Callum approached cautiously. Then he noticed it, the K-9's identification gleaming through the blood on his vest. "Are you with law enforcement?" Rex barked once, piercing and urgent, then raced off again. Callum didn't pause. He seized his radio, requested backup, and climbed into his truck. "I'm uncertain what's happening, but I'm pursuing this dog. Something's terribly wrong." 10 minutes afterward, the trees revealed a nightmarish scene. Flames consumed the police truck, smoke ascending high into the atmosphere. The officers inside had collapsed, coughing, barely aware, moments from the fire reaching them. Callum hit the brakes and grabbed his extinguisher. "Hold on," he yelled, plunging into the smoke. He forced open the tailgate, cut the ropes with his blade, and pulled each officer out individually. Rivera fell into the snow, scarcely breathing. Holt was unconscious. Daniels, semi-aware, made eye contact with Rex. "You brought him," he murmured. Rex settled beside them, breathing heavily, gaze fixed on his team, his mission completed, yet his watch continuing. The medical facility room was peaceful except for gentle monitor beeping and four-bag rustling. Officers Daniels, Rivera, and Holt rested in their beds, wrapped, battered but breathing. Medical staff confirmed it had been moments from tragedy. Smoke poisoning, burns, blunt injuries. Yet they would heal, thanks to Rex. The K-9 had rejected rest for hours, patrolling the corridor outside the recovery area, ears responding to every noise. Medical personnel attempted to lead him away, but he stayed put. His attention remained on the door, waiting. When the officers finally received visitor clearance, the door opened slowly. Rex entered. Rivera was first to manage a smile through damaged lips. "There's our champion." Daniels extended his hand weakly, running his fingers through the fur behind Rex's ears. "You didn't merely preserve our lives, friend," he whispered. "You refused to let us perish." 7 days later, the entire department assembled before the station. Flags hung at half-staff commemorating the near tragedy.